let you get free to the little game. Watch out. Stranger danger. We spread the credit fast and natural. Each time thinking atomic bomb. Beware, here and there.